Hello, Anshuman.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. So you have an interview tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow evening.
Okay. So may I know which company?
It is a startup, Uzbitech. They have a
Oh,
client like this. This Pinna Cement.
Penna Cement. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a client.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fine, fine. No problem.
Yeah,
Just give me 1 second. Let me just open your resume. Okay.
fine.
Okay. Okay. So, Shravan, see, before starting the interview, so interviews, let me just clarify you something. So, see, how the interviews will happen. So, it will happen as per their requirement. Okay. So,
Yeah,
if they are having any requirement for implementation, they will be asking you questions on the implementation side. If they are having the requirement of support, they will be asking you about the support project. Okay, let's say if you are
yeah,
going for any kind of big companies where they are hiring for a pool basis, okay, in those pool basis they will ask you questions from both the side, from support side also and from implementation side also. Okay,
yeah. Okay.
so today we will be discussing about the like pool hiring only, means we will be discussing about the both of the kind of projects. Okay,
No,
implement.
I asked those guys, but they said like it is for a support project, Anshuman.
Okay, fine, no problem.
Yeah,
Okay. So, Shravan, give me a short introduction about yourself so that we can start.
yeah, sure. Yeah, hello, Anshuman. This is Shravan. 1 second. Uh, Sorry.
Mhm,
Hello, Anshuman. This is Shravan Kumar Savade. I am from Currently, I'm in Bangalore. I'm working in digital work consulting as a SAP consultant. I'm working here from uh, March 2022. Currently, I'm working in a support project for Marlabs Private Limited, and I have completed my BE in civil engineering from Shishiraya Technology in 2021.
mhm. Okay. So, Shravan, how is this transition like? You are a civil engineer, and how
Yeah,
did you come across SAP and how did you come to the SAP part? So, can you let me know like when is your like completion of your BE and how you moved to the SAP?
yeah. Like after completing my BE like 2021, that is a Corona period, Anshuman. Like
Mm-hmm,
all of the construction projects were like on halt. Like I
mm-hmm,
was not able to get any kind of work. So I
mm-hmm,
got to know from one of my cousins like there is a SAP tool like we can it will be like one of model is like material management.
mm-hmm,
In that you can easily learn. So I
mm-hmm,
got to know about that one. I enrolled interest in that one. Like
mm-hmm.
eventually took a course in that one, and I like okay, I got to know like I can succeed in the SAP with my knowledge in this one. So I thought to shift from this my core civil engineering field to the SAP field. Like
Okay.
about opportunity is also very good in the SAP. That's why.
Okay, fine, fine. So, in this digital consulting, you are saying, who is the client for this company?
Like Marlabs Innovation Technology
Hmm.
Private Limited.
Okay, so what is your client's business?
Like they are service based company, Anshuman. Like they
Hmm.
provide services to their client and their for their business processes they are using this SAP tool.
Hmm. So, what kind of services they are providing?
So software services uh, I, like they have the client of EY and some other clients are there, and they
Hmm.
are providing this uh, support to those clients. And if any kind of ABAP work is there, na, they are coming to our company. Like if something enhancements or developments are there, na, if they want it, they don't have the ABAP team. For that one, they are coming to our company, and for after the ABAP development, we are providing like test or all those things. We are only doing those testings in this one,
Hmm.
and we are completing the tickets.
Okay, fine. So, you have mentioned you have done SAP implementation, right?
No. I haven't done any implementation. Anshuman.
Okay, so you are basically in the support side, basically, right?
Yeah, yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, so do you know about the implementation process, means how it work and what are the processes are there?
Yeah, like I know the phases, like how many phases are there,
Mm-hmm.
like what happens in every phase, all those things I know.
Can you explain that?
Like first discussion phase will be there. After that, project preparation phase will be there. After that, realization phase will be there. After that, finalization phase will be there. After that, UAT will be there. After that, go live will be there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fine. So in your support project, what kind of issues you are handling?
Like as of now, it is not those kind of tickets, Anshuman. Like these tickets will be there, na SLA tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Like here, I am just like doing the testing work. Any kind of app work done by the these change request will be there, na.
Mm-hmm.
For those, I am giving the testing test support.
Okay, so how this change requests are happening? Can you explain me the process? Like how you are getting work, how you are doing the testing, what are the processes or phases are there in your change request process?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like take an example of one. Whenever we create a purchase order, that purchase order it will trigger to the vendor through the address and all those email IDs we mentioned in the BP. So what the client wanted now, like they wanted this vendor copy, purchase order copy should be triggered to their procurement team also. So they came with a request like with our ABAP help, they wanted to build a code like whenever they release a purchase order, it should trigger to their vendor as well as uh, for their procurement team. So we provided the solution for that one. Like will create a one uh, uh, general table. Like so in that general table, we will provide all the email IDs of the vendor and the procurement team as well. And that general table, we and that general table we will mention in this BRF plus with respect to the output and this uh, uh, output type and this their program. So whenever now like whenever the end users are creating the purchase order means like it is triggering to the both the vendor vendor member and the procurement team, like these
So,
kind of
so what do you mean
yeah.
by the procurement team?
Like they have the 4 to 5 members of procurement team. So they ask like whoever is creating this purchase order, na, they should get notified. For this purpose, did this enhancement.
Not able to understand you. Procurement team is who are creating this, means they are the purchasing department, right? If we understand it in a basic way.
Yes,
So
yes, correct, correct, correct,
yeah,
correct, correct.
so they're the one who are creating the purchase order. So why do they need a like um,
Huh.
like your output for the that purchase order? Why do they need?
Like in that one also, like several members are there, Anshuman. In the
Mm-hmm,
procurement team also,
mm-hmm.
several members are there. Like they stated, like everyone should know, like who is creating this purchase order, all those things. It should trigger a copy of that purchase order to in their mail, so they can
So why?
approve from there also.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you can go with the approval process. Why you are creating again an output for that one? So whenever
yeah,
there
yeah.
is a
Release strategy.
release strategy is there, it will automatically trigger the like hold up the details to the like approver who will be the approver. Whoever will be the approver, it will trigger to them. So why you need to create one more thing like ABAP development for here, these kind of things?
Yeah, in that one, in the release strategy, only their what you call manager and technical leads are there in that one, like project manager, all those guys. But
Mm-hmm,
these guys are not in that strategy.
mm-hmm.
These, so those that purpose, like they wanted to have this enhancement development.
What is the requirement? Like, why is that required?
Like
See, let's say,
yeah,
let's understand it this way. See, you are a procurement, you are under a purchasing department, right? You are creating the purchase order. So you are having a department of 3 to 4 people. Now, if you are creating a purchase order, it is under your department, so everyone will know like this is a purchase order. Why do you again want to send that thing to everyone? Like we are creating a purchase order.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Understood.
Yeah.
Like from there, and we got to know like they wanted the copy of this purchase order to trigger to their procurement team as well, like for the reference purpose, like whoever all are doing the creating the purchase order, and like they will be on the same page for that purpose. They said.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay. No problem. So, okay. So you have mentioned you have worked on the master data part, right?
Yes, yes, Anshuman.
So what kind of master data you have worked and what kind of work in that master data?
Like I only work once time in master data.
Mm-hmm.
Like for one of the client, like they are using this tablet as a whole package.
Mm-hmm.
They are not using individual. In
Mm-hmm.
the MRP tab, I think they are using it as a whole package or something. So whenever they are creating the purchase order, na, it
Mm-hmm.
was multiplying that quantity into that package. If I
Mm-hmm.
am giving, it is taking as a quantity as package. So it was the
Mm-hmm.
multiplying in the purchase order. So it is creating a very difficult for whenever they are creating the STO, na.
Mm-hmm.
While doing OBD, if they are giving 12 quantity in the purchase order means in the material master it is 5 bundles means it is going like 12 into 5. It is giving a 60 quantity in the OBD.
Mm-hmm.
So those many quantities they didn't had in their inventory. So it is creating as a error like we don't have that much of sufficient of quantity in the inventory. So they
Mm-hmm.
didn't do from where it is picking the this process because they are only entering 12 in the purchase, sorry, 5 in the purchase order. So 12
Mm-hmm.
in the purchase order, but it is multiplying in the as a bundles. So that
Mm-hmm.
issue I resolved like in my regarding master data.
Okay. So what was the error? How you have rectified that?
Like I got to know in MRP Matter Master tab like we can't supply these tablets as an individual. We have to
Mm-hmm.
supply in the bundle or something, na. So
Mm-hmm.
in that I think I am not able to recall that this one tab. In
Mm-hmm.
that tab they mentioned as a like 5 bundles. Whenever
Mm-hmm.
we supply like we'll supply as a 5 bundles or something. So that it was and there are options for there like without bundle with bundle or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got to know like okay it is I from this one this tab that material is getting multiplied and it is supplying if they give like one or something means it will take as a 5 bundles, but they are giving it 12 there. It is like I calculated from the this one like how okay in OBD tab like it is giving 60 means okay 12 into 5 it is multiplying from here only. So we given 0 like without bundle, like then we again raise the purchase order then okay that only 12 material came in the OBD. So from that testing I got to know okay it is picking from this process only. So we removed that tab from the material master like with bundle, and again we raise the purchase order. So it took only 12 materials.
Mm. So do you know there is a in the material master there is a order unit of major and variable order unit concept is there?
No, I think no, I'm not able to recall.
Mm. So if you are saying about mostly I understand you are saying it is a mistake in the order unit and whatever you are giving the order unit and whatever unit is mentioned in the material master that is giving a error, right?
Yes, yes.
So whenever you maintain something, the order unit different than the base unit of measure, there is a conversion is there. Okay, you need to
Yes, yes,
maintain a
yes.
conversion unit. So if you maintain that one, that will not give you an issue. So you are saying about removing some tabs, removing something. It is a simple
I
thing,
think
right?
this, yeah, yeah, yeah. This order unit, I think I'm not able to recall because it's a very old ticket. Like initially when I joined, na.
Mm,
So that I think I am not able to recall. Like there is a maybe order unit or something issue was there.
mm. Okay. So can you explain me the subcontracting process?
Yeah, fine. Subcontracting process, we supply the raw material to the vendor in return of the finished material. In this one, we have to raise a purchase order with in this one, info record is what you call not required, and we have to raise a purchase order with respect to the item category as well. In that one, we have to give the finished material in the item level, and if it will ask the components, so we have to give the whichever raw material we are forwarding to the vendor. In the component list at the item level, it will show. We have to mention the components and their strength, the quantity in the tabs, and we have to save that purchase order. And after that, we have to do the goods issue to the vendor with the help of the movement type 541. Uh, uh, we have to do the goods issue to the vendor with help of the movement of 541, and we will provide all the raw materials to the components to the vendor. In return, he will supply the uh, material to us. We have to do the goods receipt my go with respect to the that purchase order. In that one, we will receive the finished material 101, and we will receive the components also with movement type 503. This is the whole process, and we will do the invoice to this process. We will pay the subcontracting charges to the vendor for his
What is
services.
what is 503 moment time?
Return of the components, I think, Anshuman.
503, are you sure?
Uh, 503, yes, I think 501 or something. 501, I think.
Okay. So you mentioned it is for subcontracting process, info record is not mandatory.
For subcontracting record, it is not mandatory.
Okay, so how you are going to pay to the vendor?
Uh, I think purchase order will mention the price, Anshuman.
In every purchase order, you have to mention the price.
Yeah, yeah, that is the issue. Yeah. Sorry. I think we required a subcont info record, I think, for this one.
For subcontracting, it is mandatory to have a info record.
Okay.
Okay, these are
Yeah,
the
yeah.
special procurement type. You have to means it is mandatory to have a info record, right?
Yes. For price, I think.
Yeah. So do you know the accounting entries for subcontracting process?
Yeah, Anshuman, I know.
Hmm. Can you let me know?
Uh, Subcontracting material BSX account will get debit, and subcontracting co- con- uh, subcontracting change in the subcontract account BAC will get credit, and subcontracting consumption charges FRL will get debit, and GRI clearing account WRX will get credit, and subcontracting component account BSX will get credit, and GPB BP account will get debit.
And when this will happen?
After uh, Migo Anshuman,
Migo means while you are supplying the goods, right?
will receiving the goods receipt.
This goods receipt. Okay, fine. Uh, so can you also explain me the consignment process?
Yeah, consignment process means vendor will supply the material to us. Like in this one, purchase order is I have to create the purchase info record, and while creating the purchase order, we have to mention the item category as K. In consignment process, vendor will supply the material to us, but will that material will be in the account of the vendor only, the books of the vendor only. Whenever we require those materials, we will transfer from the vendor uh, account to our accounts, and for those material, we will settle the prices to the vendor. Like we have to create a purchase order with item category as K, and we have to mention the material, finished material, like whatever material we have to procure from the vendor, and we have to raise the purchase order. After that, we have to do the transfer posting with help of the movement type 411K, and we have to transfer the uh, from the vendor account to the our account, like whatever quantity of material we want. For those material, we will settle to the vendor with help of T code MRKO, vendor
Okay.
settlement.
Okay. Fine. Fine. So can you explain me the account determination process?
Yeah, account determination process is a like a bridge between MM and FI with the help of the uh, like whenever we post any kind of the purchasing document at that time, like we want to fetch the this GL account automatically, means this process is required. In this one, what we have to do now, we have to create one account category reference group. That reference group we have to assign to the valuation, where we have to create one valuation class, and we have to assign that account
Don't
category reference group to the.
Hello.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
explain
Anshuman.
in the details. Just let me know how this will trigger.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Like whenever we create any kind of uh, material in the material with respect to, we will create material type. In that one, valuation class will be there. So in this configuration now, we will assign all the valuation class and material type and atomic category reference. The group will be there, so that whenever we post any kind of the purchase document now, in that purchase document, that material will be there with respect to that material. Valuation class will be there. In OBOS setting, we will do the setting for this valuation class and valuation area. So whenever we post any kind of purchase document, automatically all these with respect to each other, like those posting GL account will be triggered in this purchasing document. So we will not require to manually mention the GL account, Anshuman. So it will help
Okay.
very lot.
So in the purchasing document, posting of purchasing document,
Yeah, like this GL's account will automatically trigger.
are you sure while we are posting the purchasing documents?
Sorry, like while doing the goods receipt, all those things.
Okay. Okay. So you are missing something here, but still it's okay.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll discuss in the end. We will discuss. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, you have also mentioned that you have worked in the LSMW process and IDOC process.
No, no, I haven't worked. I have the knowledge of those things,
Hmm,
Anshuman.
hmm, hmm.
I didn't got opportunity to work.
Okay. So can you explain what is a IDOC, when we are using it, why we are using it?
IDOC is an intermediate document. Like it
Hmm,
is used to transfer the files from SAP to SAP system, or from SAP to non-SAP system. In this one, two types of IDOCs are there: inbound IDOC and outbound IDOC.
hmm,
Uh, and like there are around four IDOC types are there. Sorry, two IDOC types are there, like ALE and EDI.
hmm,
Uh, and we have to create in like configuration processes are there in this one, like message types you have to create, IDOC types we have to mention, like there should be a receiver system and there should be a sender system, like
hmm,
there should be uh, to like one sending system should be there, like example our SAP system, and receiving system should be there, like example like vendor system. Whenever we create any kind of purchase automatic, you should like that uh, because vendor should not be using like purchase this SAP system, so he'll have a separate some software. So like we will create the connection between these two software. So whenever we send any kind of document, miss, that guy also should receive, means this whole process we will do with respect to the IDOC.
okay. Okay. So you mentioned about the Dunning procedure. So can you explain me what is a Dunning procedure?
Running procedure means like whenever a vendor is not able to uh, like paying the vendor payment, like for how many days uh, how many days, like within 7 days means no interest, after 25 days means with interest, all those process we will do in the Dunning procedure,
Hmm.
all those settings. Vendor payment, like after we receive the invoice from the vendor, means how many days we have to settle now, those things we will mention in the Dunning procedure.
Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, so you have mentioned about the testing process also. So who is creating this test script or test cases?
Like uh, it will be created by our senior team.
Hmm. So
Like
what
I
is
do know the knowledge of the this
hmm,
test scripts, how to create it in the this if I know not wrong means SC37 test scripts.
SC37?
Mm. SC36 I think SC36.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So okay, Shravan, we'll end the interview and we will discuss. Okay.
Okay, okay, Anshuman.
Just 1 second. Okay. So let's come to the resume first. Okay. So
Yeah.
for first thing, if you are experienced, okay, don't mention the career objective. Okay. So whatever things you have mentioned, let me just tell you. So
Yeah.
what you have mentioned in the career objective, you are willing to do it. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You are willing to do like driving efficiency, profitability, innovation. You are eager to collaborate with cross functional teams, but whenever you are having some experience, you have already done it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So mention it as you have done it. Don't mention that you are willing to do it. Okay. So career objective is basically for those who are just starting their career. Okay. They don't have a experience. They are willing to do those kind of things. And you are an experienced person, so you have already done it. Okay. So you mentioned that you have already done it. Like you have collaborated with cross-functional teams. You have uh, given like efficiency for your like whatever work you are doing. You have given the profitability for your client, for your company. Those kind of things you have to mention that you have done it. Don't mention that you are willing to do it. Okay. So whatever things you have mentioned in your career objective, it is showing as you are willing to do it, but you have to mention that you have already done it. Okay. Because you are an
Okay,
experienced
Anshuman.
person. Okay. And second thing, if you are mentioning this SAP skills, it's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Skills, it's fine because it is having all of the let's say keywords like implementation and this integration, everything you are having as a, let's say, keywords. So it will definitely, you will be getting the calls. But if you
Yeah.
can manage something like change something, don't mention in the skills, but add it in the project section. Okay. Whatever projects you have worked, whatever professional experience you have there, in that you have to mention like I have done this. If you are not having a experience like SAP implementation knowledge, put it in the first section. Like if you are putting a career summary or something, so put there that I have a knowledge, good knowledge on the implementation process, or whatever things you don't have not worked on, you can put that in a career summary part, that I have done this training or I know this knowledge, but I have not worked. Don't have to mention that I
Okay.
have not worked. You have just mentioned that I have good knowledge on that one. And except that, everything, let's say you are having a implementation process, you are having a GST configuration process where you have done that GST configuration. Okay. Let's
Okay.
say for an example, if you have done the GST implementation or you have worked in the GST implementation where you have worked, so put that in your project section. Okay.
Okay.
So that
Like
will be
that
better.
also yeah. Okay.
That will be better. Okay. And you have also mentioned the ticketing tool, so if you are mentioning a ticketing tool, so mention the ticketing tool name also. Okay. That will be better.
Okay. Okay.
And okay, that's it for the resume. Resume is good, means it is fine. Okay. You
Okay.
will be get calls because all the keywords are there. So career objective, you need to just change that one. Okay, rather career objective, you can mention career summary, you can mention. Okay, career summary, you can professional summary, and anything you can mention. Okay, in that you can mention those things like you have 2 years of experience, and what kind of work you have done, like implementation, support project, whatever things you have done, you can mention it over there. Okay,
Okay,
fine.
Anshuman.
Okay, now let's come to the knowledge part. Okay, so implementation
Yeah.
project, you have to grow your knowledge. So implementation, when someone is asking you about the implementation project, you just have mentioned like a overview. Okay, overview means it is not that much of detail. So whenever you are saying, you have to mention the underlining processes also. Let's say you are saying first phase was their project preparation, so inside the project preparation what will happen, or what is going to happen, or what happens, you have to explain that one. Okay, so you have just mentioned that 5 phases, one after another, 5 phases, but what is actually
Yeah.
happening in that phase, you have to explain a little bit of that. Okay, if not in detail, but try to explain some points into that. Let's say in preparation phase, you have to gather the let's say business requirement, you have to gather the requirement from the business, you have to develop like you have to make a sheet of that one. Let's say whatever information you have gathered from them, you have to create one BBP document, you have to sign it with them, or you have to again discuss with them to sign it off, or there will be some discussions will happen. After that, let's say there will be your let's say in your realization phase. So realization phase, whatever things you have decided, you have to um, like go for the configuration. Okay, those kind of things. So underlining process also give a like little bit of brief about that one. Okay,
Okay, okay, okay, Anshuman.
okay, that is the first thing. Second thing, from your employer perspective, if you are saying it is a software developing company, so mostly if they are using a SAP, there will be no side will be there, I believe, as I believe. Okay, so
Okay.
you have to little bit explain about your like client business, you have to know. Okay, you are 2 years of experience, though you are having or not, that is different thing. But if you are saying something, but normally what will happen, if you are working in a 2 years of experience, mostly you don't concentrate on that one, you concentrate on whatever task you are given, you are just finishing that one. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
but try to see, we are the SAP consultant. Okay, we are not someone who is just completing their task. We need to understand the business, we need to understand their problem, we need to solve it. Okay, so that is basically consulting work. So if you are having a consulting good consulting knowledge, if you are having lack of subjective knowledge also, people will consider you. Okay, if you don't have the subject knowledge and you don't have the consulting skills also, then definitely it will take some more time to get you a job. So first thing, you need to understand what is the business. Okay, what is your client, what is their business, whom they are providing the services. Don't go like everything you have just said in a like what I can say. It is on an overview. Okay, if you are
Okay.
explaining someone, so explain it like you know the business. What is their business? What is the end-to-end process? In that process, what is happening? Where they are creating a purchase order? Where they are creating, let's say, where they are having this procurement process? Whatever the procurement processes are there. So just try to understand that those kind of things and try to explain those kind of things. Okay.
Okay, okay, Anshuman.
Okay, now next thing we will come to the material master. Okay, so if you are explaining something, uh, let's say whatever things you have mentioned, it is not a implementation, it is not a support project. Okay, you are
Yeah.
explaining about the testing only. So in the testing also, if you are having a CR process, change request process, that is having a proper process how they should follow, so you need to know the process also. Okay, it is not like
Okay.
that you are having some requirement that is just given to you and you have tested, you have done something. Okay, not like that one, you need to understand how that will happen. So if something they are facing the error, how they are reaching to you, what you have taken, like how you have analyzed that one. how you have given that let's say solution, or how you have proposed the solution. So those kind of things you have to explain. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So that is a process. Next thing is where we are. Okay, material master, you have said about the master data, right? So master data, if you are explaining something, you need to know what is the concept. So you are saying like there is a issue with that order unit, right? There is a bundle
Yeah,
package is there and you are ordering it single. When you are going to the, let's say, picking or goods receipt, then mostly picking, right? Outbound delivery.
yes, yes, yes,
So
yes,
whenever
yes,
you are going for picking, it is showing a large quantity. So mostly there is a
yes, yes.
conversion issue is there. So conversion, we can maintain it in the, either you can maintain it in the material master, or you can maintain in the info record also. You can maintain if there is a variable order unit is there, so you can mention, right, different order
Okay,
unit is there. So don't worry about that, it will automatically, system will automatically capture that one. Still, if you are facing some issues, let's say you have created some other stocks but it is not picking up correctly the unit of measure, then it is a issue. Okay, but the issue
okay,
which you have explained, it is a simple issue. You can maintain it in the info record, or you can maintain in the material master also. Okay. And if you are explaining something, try to explain in the recent ways which you know properly. Okay, don't explain it like I have done it at a like very longer period, I don't remember those kind of things. Okay, it will give you a negative impact. Okay, so try
yeah,
to
yeah.
do that thing. And if we go to the account determination process, so see, account determination process, it will happen with the goods receipt process or goods movement process, not with the purchasing document. You can say with a material document. Okay.
Okay,
And
okay,
then when you say account determination, there are three steps are there. One is your valuation classes, one is your transaction event key,
fine.
one is your
Okay,
chart of account. Combination of these, we are making a GL account in the OBYC settings. So you need to explain how these are getting triggered. One part you have explained completely. I mean, fairly you have explained about the valuation classes and all, but you left the transaction event key and chart of account. Okay, so don't
okay, okay,
explain. Try to um, like revise it. Okay, if you are
okay, okay,
revising, then it will be okay. And subcontracting process, mostly I believe there is no 503 or 501 moment time. Just see. Okay, just check over there.
okay, okay.
I believe it is 544 or something like that. Or
Yeah, maybe for 544, I think I
yeah,
can see.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
and one more thing, you have mentioned everything in your resume. Okay,
yeah,
so try to cut something out of that. Okay, because for two
okay,
years of experience, if you are mentioning everything, so they will be asking you a lot of questions. Okay,
okay,
so
okay.
okay, and one more thing, this Dunning procedure is not MM side; it is from the FI side. Okay, Dunning is
Yeah, price
basically,
idea.
yeah, basically it is for the payment. So if you are,
Payment, yeah.
yeah, means if they are not giving you a payment or something like that, I'm not sure about that, but it is basically related to the FI side. Okay,
Yes, yes.
so yeah, you can remove it also if you know the concept properly, so you can mention. Okay.
Fine.
And yeah, so just try to revise this, means you know the concept. Okay, just try to revise this. Means every concept just try to revise, and your client's business, just try to understand their business, just try to make a lining of that one. Okay, so what is
Okay,
their
okay,
business, how they are giving the procurement, or how they are working, what is their work process. So try to outline those kind of things, and um do this, like revise your subjective part. Okay.
okay, okay, sure. Okay, sure.
Yeah. Okay, so that's it.
Yeah, thanks, Nishbhai. Thanks
Yeah,
for the overview.
no problem. Yeah, all the best. Bye.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Bye, bye.